Indian news ma kwaba assign the ba one kasa fidie so bio. Na maka trust before anything else na just a share na ebiem so kwa na wo subscribe to your channel no. What's the fa political news there? Never governance. We catch you sa pan put to forma yet. Na pan to forma yet there. Ane na nsem foforo bi enso asan esi. Benim say what the nsem ade ban na ya na ya wote na ya wohwe na ya wofen so. Nti no nsem foforo bi esi a India news yan so pan ye to for me baby ati nyina chi no yensa atumi aka bi na yaso enso atimi atisa nsem bi. Yentie nsem member sisi a na mpanifo mpo se kakum no ye che no koku enum de ba. Before that no subscribe to your channel no. Sabeka all other news a fa politics one the opesa wote no eho etie ba ebe ba bia susu anso person de body no fa na de asie bia no so fa comment enso to ase ne yenkenkan informaw de ready na emeko yentie nsem mercy a wotie no fa comment to ase ba de emfa nchemu no so ento aso yentie mra
Yakufu, former Chief Justice, actually not actually President Mahama ni NDC abino on the removal of the Chief Justice. Or you saw some strong words or say petition, you know, sabe, moha. Had there be any petition? The internal media so or a former Justice of the Supreme Court, or a former Chief Justice, and or a current member of the Supreme Court. Article 146, yes, you can say petition will be fair second a Council of State. Now, when Council of State determines the prima facie basis, saying you know, so be woman, out.Mahama and our president better committee, you know. So I wanted to hear her view. And if you know the abano, interesting. Me send this for we bring a very interesting view. Or you know the message be a command Madam get to talk on message ben me no betche. Kwasi Pratt and so the name Nanon Atumubi on this same subject. And tell them I'm the critical knowledge and make sure so best subscriber, most subscriber no click on notification. The video be to ma obi hu no what me should be coupon.com. Oko website wa obi hu app store link and the play store link click so na fa kodu djuma person send this from America from Europe baby a obi a eba Ghana ne baby a o click sika na remitting platforms no obi a de wo so na wa choose ne bebo na de adi djuma. Article 146 me catch her say ye friend and ye record the Chief Justice or kwan so de ne lawyers ko ye hu say ne lawyers were the four ne ko ye led by the former Attorney General, the former ambassador, lawyer Ayuke Oto, big lawyer in this country. Jabasan Chira say Daniel Fodi and also the four lawyers that were back on na ye Chachu Chikata. In fact, Chachu Chikata, I'm told, had the opportunity to cross-examine Mami and maybe can once Ekufu, former Chief Justice, or Santo to Enimi Yabuan Swano, and not to Gertrude Torkorno Ano. Now, what I'm being told in this Sana Madam Ekufu, so for Ekufu, no one support to Council of State, you know, on the determination of the prima facie basis, no, and he was a star witness. As a former Justice of the Supreme Court, as someone who benefited from the travel policy of the judiciary, to testify on behalf of Madam Gertrude Torkorno, Antentam, Anna, Abayan say, based on the recommendation of the committee, no Mahameno, Unko Jiranchen, na yenye eduma, ni Unko Chief Justice for Fro. Na no na courtesy TV throw no more interview, more than everyone who said that.
I'm very sad about it. It has really saddened me. And maybe in a way, I feel very distressed by it. Yes.
Mm. In terms of the conclusion that was reached, where the matter has journeyed from, is the sadness as a result of the conclusion, or you have questions about the procedure that took place before that?
The sadness is about the whole process. My sadness is because as far as I'm concerned, it was a very unnecessary. We have been taken through a very unnecessary situation, and which, as far as I'm concerned, and that is my honest and candid view, this has so weakened the institution of the judiciary. It's not so much the individual who occupies the position. It is the institution. That is what I'm concerned about.
I mean, what informs the conclusion that it's an unnecessary process? I mean, we have heard even government spokesperson make the point that a petition was sent, a committee in line with the constitution was set up, they've looked into the matter and they've come to a conclusion. Which aspect of it, what specifically makes that necessary?
I think that, you see, there has always been something wrong with Article 146. And particularly with the procedure that it sets out, and especially as it regards the position of the Chief Justice. In the Ajay case, I took the opportunity to reflect on that weakness that I noticed. And are these, and these are not so to me, they lack the gravity. They lack the gravity that would lead to a grave outcome, such as the removal of the head of an institution of justice. I've deliberately phrased myself that way. It trivializes the position, and I wonder what this is going to lead to further on along the line, because every judge is fair game and every Chief Justice is also fair game.
I mean, is that to suggest that you suspect there could be a ripple effect in that?
Oh, definitely.
Any matter?
It's not suspect. I foresee, not tomorrow, maybe not next year, maybe not in 5 years' time, but along the line, yes, unless those provisions are dealt with effectively in a revised constitution.
Maybe a more direct question. I have seen the letter that was written by the Secretary to the President to the former Chief Justice.
And that's the other thing. A warrant, a person holding a presidential warrant, that's what the position is. You become Chief Justice because you have received a presidential warrant. You can receive all kinds of letters that you are hereby appointed, but if you don't have that warrant, does that make you Chief Justice? Yeah, okay. So if you're removing the person from the position, is it a subordinate who signs the letter? Is that the way it's supposed to be done? That's just by the way. Food for thought.
Yeah, but I've seen a warrant as well signed by His Excellency the President.
So why are they showing us that one? I've been receiving all kinds of messages, and every one of them is only bringing out that letter. And in any case, is it polite? Is it proper that it should be a subordinate who writes a letter of removal to a Chief Justice? Really?
Yes. What's in the room who say Dana petition, useless. Gravity. I can't say gravity near the useless. Literally, it's an orca. Petition, you know, so be any petition, man. President Mahama, Ejiraso, Edias Adian. That is according to the former Justice of the Supreme Court. And I know so comment on it. Leave your comment, share with it freely. Now, and was send a teacher, the third female Chief Justice, Regina Wood. So for your kufu, na get to. I see Oba. I think we gay.
That she should take heart that God sees. And sometimes when you go through certain things which you think have brought you to the end or to your knees or something like that, that could be far from the truth. There could be bigger, better, and greater things that the Lord has in store for her. That is what I will tell her, and that is what I'm going to send to her as a text message. Because when you're a believer, you know, things happening today, yeah, they've happened. So you look to God and you move on and you allow God to manage the rest.
QuickBooks gives me the superpower to automate my
Everyone any man. You know, no. I don't know what to make of, but share your view. Kwasi Pratt on Peace FM and Open say, as a Ghana for Munimini Amope. Man, I must mo per reset. Ya reset at the end of some, so I must complete mo pa then amope.
Masa Kwame. Brother. Yeah, Lina. I say, Ubiara dim raso. Never answer my cabin. Ubiara dim raso. Una yo mampenio, una we mochrimano, una ye doctor, una ye driver, ubie dim raso. Na ya kura so aka say, oh, what dim raso de danso. Inti ye dim raso na say dim raso. We have to make a decision. Your family run your man, answer me a family run your man. You're running yet. But I see in this so. In the democracy, this so. In the no. Yen say Ghana for na say I can say be dim raso and I say yen nim raso. The be dim raso dia, obi dim raso a. Ini say ye kasatia ni pa cross we dim raso. Kwame, on my number upon 1992 Constitution, what kind year? Chief Justice here, yes, we Kofi, and no man penny John out.Mahama and so Kofi. Kind Constitution, Article 146 and all these provisions. Let me just say to her, lawyer need to her. So committee no decide there. The president has no power, no authority to change the recommendation of the committee. In society, why now? Why you Chief Justice Navy? Committee no. An appointed committee. President the appointed committee. But committee no. Omukoshia. Omuba no almost Chief Justice no so onkofia. Ka president to be your home free. And omuba no almost say. And some people want to be in Kofi. President
Yes, so that's Massa Kwasi Pratt also for you. I know say obe view and share with me on the view, no, and I'm happy if I'm on for you're Daniel Furi. The epistle I did for you on Daniel Furi. There are other materials me analyze the amamo. Se me all clearance ochna mechrewo maybe ACP akorogo onu kwandi na kongro se den. Match me break petition na dama obio send you bruni bi the girlfriend be go find the signature the koya de bi okoto asase ade anka se esi wo court wa ye chen the contempt a ye jeli no awesi bi na justice you ni kolendi wo na justice get to Torkorno wo na justice Scott Poma wo e dey ni si wo court wo exclusive critical analysis channel nya clearance ne nko a me ni nyina e de amamo share your comment with me. Now we are subscribing. Now click the notification. The video be a tomorrow. Be not should be coupon.rate.com or App Store link or Play Store link on your web download it. Now we are with the deal Juma fair. Take off yourself. Send the be America. Me here Ghana. So you have to make sure show the mommy. Bye bye.